You're listening to Daily Horoscope for your zodiac sign with Stephanie Campos. I'm your host, Stephanie Campos, and I am a practicing astrologer, psychic medium, and witch. In each daily episode, I covered a detailed overview of the astrology of the day and what you can expect from full moons to Mercury retrogrades. I've got you covered. And of course, there is always a personalized horoscope for your zodiac sign. If you scroll down in the show notes, there are always timestamps included for your convenience. And a quick pro tip before we dive in, I do recommend listening to your horoscope based on your rising sign for more accuracy. And if you are loving this podcast, don't be shy, leave a rating. Hell, even a review. I'm a one human show and produce each and every episode every day just for you. And your support means so much. Now let's get into the astrology of the day. This is your daily horoscope for Thursday, December 18th, 2025. The action starts out at 2 a.m. when the moon in Sagittarius forms a conjunction with Mercury in Sagittarius. And this is going to be a moment of communication, of having an important conversation or idea or making a decision. Since these two planets are in mutable signs, Sagittarius, this could be an overactive mind. If you're trying to sleep around this time, maybe you have a lot of ideas that are swirling around your mind. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to go to bed this evening with a journal next to your bed. And this could also be a chatty time. Maybe you're catching up on text messages or you're receiving a phone call in the middle of the night. Now, around 1 p.m., Venus in Sagittarius forms a trine with Chiron in Aries. This is taking place at 22 degrees. So if you have any planets or placements around 22 degrees, especially of the fire signs, you're going to feel the benefits of this the most intensely. Venus is our planet of connection and relationships. Chiron is the wounded healer, and it represents some of our deepest pain and wounding, but also our potential to heal, grow, evolve, and heal others. So this could be a moment where you are changing your own relationship patterns and dynamics. Maybe you recognize some sort of pattern that isn't healthy for you and you're ready to make a change. Maybe you have an interaction with someone else that feels healing in some way. Maybe you're doing some sort of creative project or hobby or passion project that you used to enjoy when you were younger, and that can feel healing. This might be a great time to exercise your creative mind and do some inner child or inner teen healing. In general, this is a moment where maybe we do feel a quick pain point in a close relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be with friends. It could be with family. But there is this opportunity for growth and healing as well. Now, the majority of the day, the moon is void in Sagittarius. That just means it is traveling around in the sky aimlessly, and we might feel a little scattered. So take the pressure off of yourself to produce and to cross everything off your to-do list, and just know that productive energy will return later in the week, and cut yourself some slack and a break if and when possible. Aries, with the moon moving through Sagittarius, this is a great time to focus on any projects that require writing or speaking. Also, any subjects that you are learning, studying, or even teaching. This is also the type of communication that can reach a far and wide audience. So if you have a mailing list and you want to send something out to your members, if you want to draft a social media post, this could be productive uses of that energy. But again, the moon is void, so I would hold off on hitting send probably until tomorrow. Taurus, with the moon moving through Sagittarius, this can put you in a little bit more of an emotional mood. Maybe you're focused on some of your fears, your past, your worries, and this is a really healthy day for embracing your shadow side, accepting what you cannot control, and extending forgiveness to yourself and others if it feels aligned. Now, practically speaking, you may also be focused on your finances, paying down some debt, negotiating contracts, or emotionally, you could also be exploring trust, vulnerability, and feelings of jealousy. Gemini, with the moon moving through Sagittarius, this puts attention on the other important people in your life. So think roommates, family members, a lover, a best friend. It's possible that you are spending your day with someone important to you, or maybe someone you really care about seeks your advice or needs some of your support for some sort of situation that they're moving through. This can also be a moment that has you focused on collaborative projects, client work, or new contracts as well. Leo, with the moon moving through Sagittarius, you just want to let loose and have some fun. This gives you a wave of creative inspiration to focus on any of your hobbies or passion projects. This is also going to bring a little bit of romance into your day if you are dating or open to dating. And this is a great time to connect with your inner teen, your inner child, and to ask them for guidance about the next steps on your path. Virgo, when the moon moves through Sagittarius, your focus is on feeling cozy and secure. You want to spend time with people who make you feel seen, appreciated, and cared for, and you might just want to bundle up at home. You could also be focused on projects within your home or spending more time with your chosen family. This can also make you a little bit more nostalgic and sentimental and bring up your past in some way. Cancer, when the moon moves through Sagittarius, your focus is on your daily routine and your habits. So since the moon is void today, you might feel like there's a ton of stuff you want to get done or get started on. This is not the best day to initiate new projects. You can be productive, but within reason. Don't put extra pressure on yourself to kick a bad habit in one day or complete every single thing on your to-do list. This would be a great day to pick up projects that have been half started or half completed, because when the moon is void, we don't want to start new projects, but it can be a useful time to finish things that we already started. Libra, when the moon moves through Sagittarius, your focus is on communication. So maybe you are sharing some news with someone important, or maybe you're learning some important news. This can also be a great time to learn something new, get lost in a book, or even connect with siblings, best friends, or extended family members. There could also be something going on in your community that you're a part of, or maybe you're even planning some short distance travel. Scorpio, with the moon moving through Sagittarius, this puts attention on your finances. So maybe you are focused on a project at work. Maybe you are considering asking for a raise or a promotion, or even just getting back on track with your budget. This might also be a time where you want to online shop or treat yourself with something. But remember that the moon is void. So when we shop when the moon is void in this part of our chart, oftentimes we aren't truly satisfied when we get the product or whatever we purchased. So I would hold off for a few more days if possible. Sagittarius, the moon is moving through your sign, and this is your cosmic reassurance that it is time to focus on yourself, your projects, and your personal needs. This can be a great time to experiment with your sense of style, or even to share important personal information with your audience, your friends, and the world. Since the moon does represent our sensitivities, you might also feel a little bit more sensitive today as well. Capricorn, with the moon moving through Sagittarius, this is going to be a really important day, more than ever, especially because the moon is void, for you to slow down, to say no. This is not the day to give in to FOMO or to take on more responsibilities for other people. You might just be feeling a little bit more worn down and exhausted. So this is a really great time to spend some time in solitude, to connect with your intuition and your inner voice, to engage in spiritual practices that feel restorative and healthy, and to tend to your nervous system. Aquarius, with the moon moving through Sagittarius, this puts you in a little bit of a more social mood. You might have plans with friends or be focused on that feeling of belonging. Since the moon is void, maybe you had plans with friends, but they fell through or someone canceled last minute. Try your best not to take it personally. This is just not the day for things to kind of move along as planned. This can also be a great time to get lost in your imagination and to brainstorm regarding some of your hopes and dreams for the future. But again, don't pressure yourself to make a ton of progress today. Pisces, with the moon moving through Sagittarius, this brings attention to your public reputation, major milestones, and your career. So maybe some of your work is gaining recognition or attention from important people, or maybe you're just being more visible, taking up space, sharing important things online or with the important people in your life. This could also be a day where you are simply focused on work or whatever major milestone and goal is taking up your mental energy and focus right now. As always, I hope your daily horoscope has offered some guidance and support throughout your day. And if you can't get enough of this podcast and want more horoscopes, I invite you to join me over on Patreon, where every Sunday you gain instant access to 7 episodes of your daily horoscope for the week ahead, a weekly psychic reading, a monthly tarot spread, and a monthly meetup, which ranges from group tarot readings to group mediumship readings and circles to ask me anything about your personal birth chart. These group monthly meetups have been a real highlight over the past few months, and I am enjoying them so much. There is a link in the show notes to join. It is only $10 a month, and I hope to see you there. As always, I'm sending you love, protection, and blessings in every single dimension. Thanks so much, and see you tomorrow.